Hi guys, this is Watch to Binge, and today I'm going to talk to you about the cancellation of Jupiter's Legacy, a superhero series was released on Netflix on May 7th. The 8-episode series will not be getting a second season. Before we get into it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. By doing this, you're helping us to create more videos just like this one. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. When Amazon's comic adaptation premiered earlier this year, the buzz surrounding it felt immediate. An audience familiar with superheroes was stunned when the heroic, square-jawed Omni-Man ripped through the Justice League equivalent and coated their pristine headquarters in blood like a Jackson Pollock painting. It was a mind-melting moment that took place in the first episode, signaling to viewers exactly what Invincible was about. Just over a month after the series premiered, Netflix launched its own superhero series, Jupiter's Legacy, based, like Invincible, on an Image comic series. The first volume in a centuries-spanning saga about superheroes struggling to safeguard humanity while convincing a powerful next generation to follow their example. The initial 8 episodes of Jupiter's Legacy set the stage for an epic adventure. But earlier this week, on June 2nd, news broke that Netflix was already all but pulling the plug on the series. The show is based on the comic book of the same name by Mark Millar and Frank Quitely. It revolves around the story of an aging superhero team that goes by the name Union of Justice. The group tries to pass on the legacy to a younger generation. Creatively, the problem with Jupiter's Legacy is that the series was based on a comic that ran for less than 30 issues. Jupiter's Legacy is one of the few instances in comic book history where the televised adaptation of the storyline is adding a lot more material than originally existed in the book. While the show has been cancelled just after the first season, its filming wasn't smooth either. The issue started when the showrunner, Steven S.D. Knight, left the filming midway over creative differences. The high-budget show went on to receive bad reviews a few days after the release. Furthermore, the show was doomed from the start as the streaming platform and Millar decided to oppose creative directors. As per the publication, the show cost over $200 million, and renewing it will be a big deal for Netflix, given the reviews. The fans felt that the show was slow-paced, with a boring storyline. On Rotten Tomatoes, the show's critical rating is a poor 38%, with critics calling it awful. It was also clear that the Jupiter's Legacy series was stretched to its seams to ensure at least a few more seasons. The 8th, and now final, episode ends with Brandon, Paragon, Andrew Horton, set up to turn against his father, the utopian Josh Duhamel, thanks to the machinations plot by his uncle, Brainwave, or Ben Daniels. The second season was bound to include a defining moment from issue 3, in which Brainwave and Brandon lead the murder of Utopian and Lady Liberty, which encourages Chloe, Elena Camporis, to retreat into hiding. In short, Jupiter's Legacy was meant to be an epic about generations of superheroes in conflict. But its violent moment that could have rivaled Invincible and generate the same buzz that show did was kicked further down the road. And unfortunately, in an era where obscure algorithms determine an audience's interests in seeing a show continue, that creative decision left Jupiter's Legacy without the gas to get there. Well, that about sums it up for today. Let us know in the comments what you think of the recent cancellation. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back later this week with more exclusive content.